Now for the cons. Whenever a new technology or futuristic, life-improving idea is introduced, many people jump on the bandwagon early without thinking through every side of the argument. It can be easy to get caught up in all the fantastic promises being made by the big companies. Unfortunately, not all technological advances are instant successes and ought to be greeted with the correct balance of optimism and reasonable doubt. Autonomous vehicles are no different. As mentioned in the introduction, some realistic pitfalls may include increased initial expenses of owning one, the extremely high market penetration needed for the benefits to be realized, the number of potential system failures, as well as stripping the human aspect of driving. First is the increased initial expenses. Estimates predict that the average autonomous vehicle will cost upwards of $100,000 or more per vehicle. Looking at OECD, their website lists the average salary for an American is $58,714 as of 2015. Compare the $100,000 to the average vehicle costing around $30,000 today. It might be difficult for the average American to afford such vehicle. And moving on to the adoption rate that would be needed to see full benefits, A. Marafi predicts that it would take until year 2050 before the correct amount of people are driving autonomous vehicles to see all the benefits, while other experts speculate that only 10 to 20% of adopters are necessary. Other experts put that number closer to 50 to 60%. So as you can tell, experts on either side are split. What that tells you is that they really don't know. Thirdly, are the vast amount of potential system failures, from hackers taking control of vehicles and running them off the road, running them into other vehicles, running them into buildings. There's all different ways that hackers could take advantage of these vehicles. So we need to make sure that they're very safe, encrypted properly. For example, the 9/11 attack. Before commercial airlines, it would have been inconceivable to think a plane would crash into a landmark building. And that's known to be true now. And we're in the early stages of autonomous vehicles. So looking forward, while it may seem out of reach for an autonomous vehicle to do such an act, it could be possible. Finally, autonomous vehicles take out the human aspect of driving. To a lot of us, there's nothing more relaxing than getting behind the wheel and just going for a drive, whether or not you have a destination at the end or if you're just in it for the fun of it. Having autonomous vehicles, you'd almost be like a little kid on a road trip, stuck in the back seat, nothing to do, looking out the window, and you don't have any purpose in the vehicle. So that's another thing we have to be careful of. And next, Ryan will wrap things up in the conclusion.